All right, everyone, welcome. This is your complete guide to nailing the SWE4304 Database Assignment 1. We're going to jump right in and cover everything you need to know to get a great mark. So let's do it. So in this quick explainer, we're going to break down exactly what you have to do, how to hand it in, and, this is super important, how it all connects to Assignment 2. Trust me, you'll want to pay attention to that part. Okay, so the best way to think about this module is like a two-part mission. You've got the blueprint, and then you've got the actual building. Assignment 1, that's your blueprint. It's all about the design. Then in Assignment 2, you're going to take that blueprint and actually build the thing. It's the construction phase. So, what's the real difference between the two? Well, for Assignment 1, you're not writing any code. It's a design report. We're talking pure theory, analysis, and diagrams. But for Assignment 2, that's when things get real. You'll take that beautiful design and build a fully functional database using MySQL. And you know what? This whole process, analyze, design, implement, test, it's exactly how it's done out in the industry. So this isn't just academic stuff. Assignment 1 covers those first two absolutely crucial steps, analysis and design. Get this part right and everything that follows becomes so much easier. All right, let's talk about the actual scenario. So what's the project? Imagine you're a consultant and you've been hired by Regent College London. Your mission is to design a brand new database to manage their entire academic setup. So you'll be dealing with a few core components or entities, things like schools, courses, universities, campuses, and staff. Your job is to figure out how all these pieces of the puzzle fit together. The brief gives you the basics, but look, if there's a gap, you're allowed to make some reasonable assumptions. Just be sure to state them. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The assignment itself is broken down into 6 key tasks. We'll walk through each one, but first, let's do something really important. Let's look at where the marks are, so you know exactly where to pull your energy. Okay, take a good look at this. This is huge. The relational model and normalization, together, they make up half, a full 50% of your entire grade for this assignment. So if you're wondering where to focus, this is it. This is your high-impact zone, for sure. So, what are these 6 tasks? Let's run through them. First up, requirements analysis. This is where you dig in, identify the key pieces, and back up your choices with some research. Next, you draw it all out in an ER diagram, a visual map. Then you turn that picture into a formal relational model, basically the blueprint for your tables. After that, we hit the big one, normalization. This is where you clean up your tables to make sure they're robust and error-free. And to wrap it up, you'll write a bit about database integrity and do a final reflection on your own design process. Okay, let's zoom in on task 4 for a second, because it's so important. When it comes to normalization, you can't just show us the final perfect answer. That's a classic mistake. You've got to show your work. I mean, literally, you need to walk us through the entire process, step by step, from unnormalized form all the way to third normal form. And at each step, you need to explain why you're making those changes. Okay, everyone, pause for a second. I need to highlight something really critical here, because a lot of students get tripped up on this. We need to have a quick chat about CRUD. You know, create, read, update, and delete. So here's the million-dollar question we get every single year. Do I need to write any SQL code for Assignment 1? Do I have to actually create or update data? And the answer is a big, clear, unambiguous no. Absolutely not. Assignment 1 is 100% a design and analysis task. You're the architect, not the builder, yet. All the coding, all the SQL fun, that's all saved for Assignment 2. So let's make this crystal clear. In Assignment 1, you're a detective. You're only analyzing potential problems. You'll talk about things like insert anomalies or delete anomalies, which are just fancy terms for errors that can pop up if the design is bad. You're diagnosing what could go wrong to prove your design is good. You are not performing the surgery. The actual SQL execution, that's all for Assignment 2. Okay, great. Now for the practical stuff. Let's quickly go over the rules and how to submit, because the last thing you want is to lose marks on a technicality after all that hard work. Right, the deadline. It's a hard deadline. Sunday, November 16th at 11:59 p.m. No exceptions. So please put that in your calendar right now. That's a Week 8 submission. And just a reminder of how important this isn't a small piece of coursework. It's a heavyweight. It's worth a massive 50% of your final grade for the module. So yeah, it definitely deserves your full attention. Okay, let's run through the key rules. Rule number 1, and this is non-negotiable. Absolutely no generative AI. No ChatGPT, no Gemini, nothing. This has to be 100% your own work. Rule 2. You've got to use Harvard referencing, and we expect to see at least 1 journal article and 3 books in your bibliography. And finally, when you submit, it needs to be a Word doc or a PDF uploaded through Turnitin on Canvas. And try to keep that similarity score under 20%. Alright, enough with the rules. Let's talk about how to get a top grade. How do you go from just passing to absolutely acing this assignment? What are we really looking for? Well, the marking criteria are pretty straightforward. If you're aiming for a first, you need to deliver a really comprehensive, accurate model. Your normalization has to be perfect, all the way to 3NF, and your discussion needs to be insightful, backed up by solid academic references. A passing grade, that's a design that's, well, reasonable, but it probably has some missing pieces or a few mistakes. So what's your checklist for that A+ grade? Here it is. 1. A complete and flawless ERD. 2. Nail the normalization, showing all your steps to 3NF. 3. Have a really smart, critical discussion about data integrity. 4. Back up your arguments with good academic sources. And 5. The obvious one, 0 plagiarism. You tick all those boxes, you're going to be in a fantastic position. And that's pretty much it. Assignment 1 is all about building that solid, well-thought-out blueprint. It's the foundation for everything you're going to build in Assignment 2. So as you get started, the big question to ask yourself is this: is my blueprint actually ready for construction? Get that right, and you'll be set. Good luck, everyone.